Hello everyone and welcome back to JDD TV. I'm your host Josh and we are here today to take a look at my 26-man Canadian men's national team World Cup roster. Now I have done a bit of a prediction before, but I basically did it around John Herdman and what I think he's going to do, because what he's going to do and what I'm going to do are going to be a little bit different. So today I'm just going to take a look at what I would do if I were in charge, if I was John Herdman, who are the 26 men I would bring. Let's kick things off with the formation. I'm going to go with the 4-4-2 system. I believe that's John Herdman's favorite system, and it's where Canada plays the best in my opinion. So we're going to start with the keepers. The number one keeper for me is going to be Milan Borjan, backup Maxime Crépeau, and third string is going to be Dane St. Clair. All excellent keepers, but 2022 is Borjan's. 2026 can be a toss-up between Crépeau and St. Clair, but for me, all three of them are locks. At right back, I'm going with Alistair Johnston and Richie Laryea. I'm only bringing two, both are versatile. Richie, as we know, can go a little bit up the pitch. If we're going to play with a back three, he can play as a wing back. He can play as a left back, left wing back. Very versatile player like there. And Alistair, only player for me who really can lock down that outside right center back position as well as right back. So those are the two comfortable positions for me at right back. For center backs, I've gone with 5, and this is where the debate comes in from what I would do versus what John Herdman would do. I have Steven Victoria. He's a lock. He's going to start probably every match. He can play in the middle of a back three, or he can play in a back four on the right-hand side. You have Kamal Miller, who will start on the outside left center back or as your left center back in a back four. And then when you get into the depth, it gets a little bit deeper. I've gone with Joel Waterman. Joel Waterman as my backup outside right center back, my backup right center back in a back four. He's proven at the MLS level. He's proven for Montreal, and he deserves this call-up. He just plays simply more than Donnie Henry. I know Donnie Henry brings a lot to the locker room, but when it comes down to it, I know it's 26 men, but if you want someone who's going to be more of a character player, you would probably go with Henry. But if you want someone who can maybe make an impact on the match, knowing that there's not really an option for that outside right center back, that's what makes Waterman so crucial for me in potentially getting a spot at the World Cup. And then the two other outside left center backs / left center backs is going to be the two that I think are going to give a big fight to try to break down and get that starting role from Kamal Miller. But it's Scott Kennedy and it's Derek Cornelius. Both playing in Europe, both playing on a great level. And I think that 5 rounds up a pretty solid back 5 for Canada. At left back, I've gone with Samuel Adekubi as our starter. He's a locked-on starter. We know that. He can play as a wing back, left back, but specifically when it's that back 4, that's the player you want there because Davies would be further up the pitch. And of course, at the backup, I've gone with Ronnie Edwards. I like what I saw. He's a little bit more offensive-minded than I maybe would have liked, but he can play in a lot of different positions as well. And I really like the form that he's shown for the Galaxy. For my 2 right mids, I've gone with Tajon Buchanan and Junior Hoilett. Buchanan, because I mean, you know, he's taken Canada by storm. He's playing for Club Brugge. He's hopefully going to earn a move potentially after this World Cup as well. He is just, honestly, the sky's the limit with him. And Hoilett, it simply comes down to experience. He's still playing at a competitive level with Reading. He's a great asset to this team. He can play centrally if he needs to on either wing. I like my right-hand side so far. At left mid, I've gone with Alphonso Davies and Liam Miller. Davies will play every minute. We know that, whether it's going to be at left wing, left mid, right mid, cam, striker, I don't know. But he's going to play. We know that. Liam Miller is a player I'm holding out for. I think that he's going to be able to prove why he's with this national team. He's doing it at club level. He hasn't really proven it quite yet, but there's a lot to come for him. And I feel like he's got to come because he's a bit of a wild card that is just waiting to explode for Canada. For the midfield, I've brought in 6, and I've had a debate between bringing 6 center backs or 6 midfielders. I've gone with the midfielders because I think there's a good chance playing that 3-5-2 system that they will come in handy and they will be big depth pieces to have. So for the center backs, I've gone with Atiba Hutchinson. He'll start. He won't start every minute. We know that with his age. Stefan Eustachio, Mark-Anthony Kaye, who will be pushing. Those 3 can make a midfield 3, or Kaye could potentially start ahead of Hutch on certain matches. You also have Jonathan Osorio, who comes in handy if you want a cam or you play that midfield 3 but want more of an attacking player. And then you got Samuel Piette for that leadership that I think we talk about character players and why Donnie Henry would be here. Henry can offer a lot, but so can Samuel Piette. We've seen it at club level. We've seen it for Canada. He's a leader. He'll be on this side, which is why I think there's a bit of room that you can make to get Joel Waterman into this team. And then I've gone out on a whim and hoping that David Wotherspoon can get healthy, get fit. He is a key player. We've seen what he's been able to do at Scotland. It's been incredible. Those 2 domestic cups that he's won. He's been over and playing with Canada for a while now, and we know that he can bring. He can play a little bit further up the pitch as well. And I just want to see what he can bring. And unfortunately, with that injury, you never know what kind of Wotherspoon you're going to get back. But I'm hoping and I'm thinking that he can get back to his best. For the striker position, I've gone with bringing 4, and it's mainly because whether it's a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2, there's a good chance that Canada will be playing with 2 strikers, so you want depth for both positions. You got Kyle Larin and Jonathan David leading the line, you know that, and then you got your depth pieces, your Lucas Cavallini, who I do think he's one of Herdman's guys, but I do think that there's a role to play. There's a gritty player in there, there's a late game player coming on, being an aerial presence. He's got a good form going right now with the Whitecaps, which is something that he didn't have in my previous depth videos. So I'm excited to see what Cavallini can bring, as well as Ike Ugbo, a player that needs to be basically proven at Canada level, which he hasn't got a ton of opportunities to do, but he's a top 5 league goal scorer. He's doing it in Ligue 1 with Troyes. Hopefully he'll re-sign in a top 5 league, but he's a great player. He's a great player to hopefully start a match when you need to, put the ball in the back of the net or come off the bench. But up front, those 4 players, Canada looks pretty safe with them. So there's my personal 26-man Canadian Men's National Team World Cup squad. Let me know what you guys think. Is there players that I left off? If there are players that you think that maybe should be in a little bit of a different order from what I listed, let me know down below. It was a bit of a tough one to try to create, to be honest. There was a lot of debates because I'm trying to wean out my opinions when it comes to John Herdman, because I know what Herdman's going to do with specific players, but I wanted to kind of come up with my squad, what my squad would look like. So let me know if you agree with me, what you would change, and if you enjoyed this video, as always, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub as well. Let's try to get towards 10,000 subscribers. It's the next goal for the channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Cheers, friends.